Hey, everybody.
Hey, paisanos.
Welcome to
the D-pad.
Yeah, I'm Rick.
I'm John.
And this is Robot Rumble, a tournament that we've been planning pretty much since day one of the Mega Let's Play in some way or another.
Yeah, you've been excited about this for a long time.
We knew we were going to do some kind of tournament. We didn't know exactly how or exactly what format it was going to take. And just in time, like months before this, like two very popular videos have come out, one of which ranked all of the Robot Masters.
Really?
Yep, like a week ago when we recorded this.
Mm-hmm.
And then Normal Boots this year started making Madness, a March Madness tournament thing.
That kind of sucks because you really have been talking about this for years.
It's such a bummer. But you know what? Hey, they did it first, so like whatever. Jared, call me. But yeah, so the idea is we have, I think, 155 Robot Masters. And we are going to determine which one is the best.
The very best.
The very best, like no one ever was. It's going to be messy. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on, and we're going to see how it goes. So
it's actually entirely science-backed. So
yeah, we're very thorough.
We are the definitive source on which Robot Master is the best at a given thing.
Yeah, so to kind of make this a little less random, because you could just take all of them and put them in a big pile and go, all right, Tornado Man versus Heat Man, which one's better? Geez. So to make it a little easier, these guys are split into. There's actually 9 divisions in total. There are 8 kind of main divisions that are based off of some facet of the Robot Master itself. Okay. And then there's kind of a bonus division that's 3 that didn't really fit anywhere else, and a bunch of mega-like Robot Masters. So stuff like Mega Man, Proto Man, Duo, things that don't really fit anywhere.
And then miscellaneous,
yeah.
So 9. Okay.
So that 9th set is going to be broken up into the various other divisions at random. So we don't know how those are going to fall together.
So there are 8, and the 9 have been mixed in.
Yes.
Okay.
So for example, there's a Fire division where Fireman and Heat Man and Torch Man and Flame Man and all those guys are all together.
But Base could end up in there too.
Base could end up in there. Duo could end up in there. King could end up in there.
Right. Okay.
All sorts of stuff like that.
But it's randomized. So
it's randomized. Everything about this is randomized. We have a level select to determine which division we go to.
I was at work the other day and I get a weird frantic text from Rick and he's like, "Open this link," and I click it and it's this. So I'm very excited.
And then on top of that, once we have that, we have a challenge bracket that we're using to determine who's going up against who. So we didn't seed anything because it'd be. I thought about just seeding them in order of their games, but some of them are in the same game. Some of them are hard to...
Yep. No.
So just rather than having it be deterministic in any way, we're just randomizing everything.
In case you didn't realize, because I didn't realize, Challenge is a website that will make a bracket for you.
Yeah, it does like March Madness style brackets.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah, they're not a sponsor, but it's a cool site and it's useful for stuff like this.
Yeah. And if you don't really know what brackets are, because
boy,
it's like a tournament where it's
like a 1 versus 1,
and the winner moves forward.
So
all the way up the chain until the 2 best have a fight, and then the winner comes out on top.
Each bracket with their miscellaneous dudes have at least 16 entrants. I think the largest one was 21 plus 1 entrant, so 22 in total. Like 21 plus 1 miscellaneous makes 22.
Sure.
So there's going to be kind of a wild card round for most of these to narrow it down to the 16, and then it goes from there. Those are also random. So
just Mega Man wins whatever he gets pulled up in, right?
Does he?
Yeah, we'll find out.
Does he?
On the D-pad.
I'm going to find
this time.
So, John, would you like to
Oh, yes, I would. So
decide?
How does this work?
Up, down, left, right? All right, so not every division was created equal in the sense that, some divisions like Fire, really easy to fill out. There's tons of Fire dudes every single time. Some, unfortunately, categories don't really quite fill out their bracket. So I discovered that, ultimately this cold division is made up of either Wind or Ice Robot Masters.
Oh, so Wind is in there, okay.
Yeah, so there weren't quite enough to make one division, separately, but together.
Combined, it makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. So we got
Cold
and Ice
Airman is in here, as is Frostman.
Yes, yep.
Blizzard Man, Iceman,
Tundra
Gyro
Man kind of qualifies as both anyway.
Yep.
So
Gyro Man?
Gyro Man, I believe, is in here. Yeah, should be.
Cool.
And we'll find out. So now we've got our challenge bracket all set up here. So I'm going to hit the button, and we're going to see what our randomized sets are going to be.
I'm on the edge of my seat. All right.
All right, so we have 5.
Wow.
We have 6 wild card matches before we can get into our 16. So first up, our very
some
first
of these
match.
I don't even fucking remember.
Our very first match is going to be Tundra Man
Yep.
versus Tengu Man.
Okay.
So let's take a quick look at those guys.
All right.
You're skating on thin ice.
Skating on thin.
all
All right, really leaning hard into the skating motif.
Whoa.
Nice attack.
Oh,
I
shit.
like
Oh,
it.
he's got like a pirouette thing. That's cute.
I don't know, I just figured
Oh.
fire, ice, right? Oh.
Oh,
Special
shit.
move.
Oh,
Did you not
damn.
see his spotlights?
I did.
He warned you.
How many different
Oh
ice
my
mans
God,
are there?
He's an ice skater.
He's Anime Man. Throw ice cubes in a campfire and you find a leprechaun.
Well, you
Where-
Nancy Kerrigan.
Why?
Kid, you're almost not worth the effort.
Oh,
Wow.
so edge.
Sorry, Knuckles.
Fucking cut myself on that edge.
He looks fucking awesome, though.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh,
Are
Jesus.
you serious?
Fuck the ball. It's doing
Yeah.
nothing for you.
No, I know.
Oh, this is...
Oh, wow. I'm sorry, Internet.
Oh,
Hey,
wow.
this reminds me of another recent Mega Man game we played.
Oh, my God.
Here.
Oh, no.
You're right where I want you.
Well, I'm really glad this first one was an easy decision, you know? Like, Tengu Man is clearly the winner.
I don't know about that.
No, he's a fancy ice skating man. Next.
No. Hang on. Let's really think about this. So Tundra Storm, for starters, the weapon that he has, is essentially the weapon that Storm Eagle, everyone's favorite music from Mega Man X at the very least.
Great.
I think it's also a really good weapon. And
Oh,
Tundra
that makes
Storm's
him a better
essentially-
fighter.
Tundra Storm is an awesome weapon. If you use it with the power gear, it is effectively a screen wipe for anything that's
Yeah.
not mini bosses and
No, it is good. That's
bosses
the only
themselves.
redeeming quality I think this guy has, honestly, is his...
Certainly better than Tengu Man's weapons.
Yeah, I mean, but like, who's a more interesting character? Like, oh, an ice skating bot, or a fucking demon crow monster goblin
An ice
based on
skating-
Japanese folklore that fucks you right up?
An ice skating bot that reconstructed his own body in order to be an ice skating bot because he was not meant for that. I think it was an archaeological bot before.
That he has like made the decision to be what he is, but I think we should take points away from him for that because he made a lame decision. So Tengu Man
Yeah.
is based on a rich tradition of Japanese folklore that informed all of the favorite games we played in our childhood. And Tundra Man is based on a shitty, bad Olympic sport of the Olympics that nobody even cares about. He's like an anime character from an anime I wouldn't watch.
Tired of feeling never enough.
And yet, those very anime right now are the ones that apparently bajillions of people will watch.
Do you always side with the majority on everything, Rick?
I don't know. You just sounded like you sided with the majority of Japanese history.
Is that a majority?
I don't know. Is it?
Was that not as good a burn as you thought it was going to be?
I don't know. It's. I'm trying to understand where you're going with your point. Look,
Just think it's a more...
I'm not trying to throw a huge thing for the defense of Tundra Man because I necessarily think he's better, but I think it's silly to dismiss him outright. That's all.
No, I'm not dismissing him. His weapon is cool, but we can't just say he's kind of like Storm
Invaluable,
Eagle.
I would say.
Yes, it's a great weapon. I'll give you that. It's probably better than Tengu Man's weapons. But Tengu Man was in 2 games. Now, to be fair, he's new, so he doesn't really have a chance to be in multiple
Right.
games. But Tengu Man was iconic enough that they put him in a second game.
That's true. That's true.
You know, and just because this guy's weapon is kind of like Storm Eagle's, that I don't think we should. We like Storm Eagle, but if anything, Storm Eagle is more like Tengu Man because he's still a bird monster.
He's not a bird though. He's just a dude with jet back stuff. Like he's got some kind of weird jetpack.
Tengus are like half goblins, half crows. It's confusing, but he's a bird
Okay.
monster. But yeah,
Generate artificial typhoons. Yeah, model after the Tengu
Yeah.
Japanese yokai. So see, it's a yokai, which is like an inferior Pokemon.
no, yokai is the Japanese word for monster.
Yeah,
There would be no Pokemon without yokai. Just because Yokai Watch came about, that doesn't. I feel like you're trying to shut me down, but you just
I'm not
don't
trying to
have
shut you
anything
down.
yet.
I'm trying to keep you from shutting down Tundra Man unnecessarily.
No,
That's all.
I really don't like his characterization.
The
I
use
don't
of the speed gear is
need-
also very good.
What's that?
I think the use of the speed gear I think is very good as well.
Mhm. No, that
'Cause
was
he can
cool.
zip around and he has those moves and he kind of does
I
this
did
weird
see that,
spotlight thing going on.
You know? And Akira Kitamura did say that he wanted a little bit of that anime melodrama in the Mega Man games. So,
That's
I mean,
true.
that's why Proto Man is the way he is.
That's why Elec Man is the way he is too.
Yeah.
It's a big like kind of comic book anime sort of
So
vibe to it.
it's not like fully out of the realm, but my personal tastes obviously lean toward mythology and Japanese stuff.
I mean, ultimately, I think that if I have to look at these two, it is probably Tengu Man that comes out on top. I just don't think it's quite as cut and dry.
Tundra Man's weapons are really cool. I'll totally give you that. But I just don't think that's enough to. I'm just not interested in his characterization.
I guess I don't know. It'd be a soft Tengu Man for me.
How soft is he?
A flaccid Tengu
All right.
Man.
Well, you hear that? We got
Over
one
otherwise-
flaccid Tengu Man over here.
It does. I mean, I am agreeing that Tengu Man ultimately is probably the better of the two.
I think if we had to narrow these down into a list of like 20 classic robot masters, Tengu Man has a shot of being in that list.
I suppose.
And Tundra Man doesn't.
So I guess we're agreed then on Tengu
agreed.
Man. Tengu
We're
Man.
agreed that I was right.
Oh my God! All right. Well, let's see what our next match then is. All right. Next up in our wild cards, we have Iceman versus Airman.
I think we're going to be on the same page for this one. Oh, man. I forgot about this guy.
He is weak too.
Electric, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yep, and he is super weak. Just keep hitting B a lot.
Hang on.
Wow.
This is what this looks like, by the way.
Nice.
All right, here we go,
Drop
guys.
in. Good luck with your half
Fucking
health.
Popo.
It's okay. He looks like an idiot, and he's
right.
super
This is-
evadable.
Or is
Oh,
he?
okay.
Whoa!
That's a big old bucket of fuck you.
Yeah, right. God damn.
The penguin buys like some submarines or something, and the name that's on the purchase slip or whatever is PN Guin, like the initials PN and then Guin. And Batman's like PN.
Oh God,
Guin.
damn it.
Penguin.
That is all.
Jesus.
So much fucking damage.
Yeah. Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I think the answer is to just try and do it right away. Like, and now. Okay, so a little less than now. So like half a now. Ready? And now.
Go for it. Oh no.
Fuck this entire game and everything.
Do you want me to give it a shot?
No, I don't want you to give it a shot.
All right. Well, I mean, and also the Doc Robots in
No.
3. Ooh. Oh.
Dude, you're going crazy with the ammo.
you go. You
It
gotta
doesn't matter. You just gotta like.
Hit him twice and he's dead.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And it just launches on.
Oh.
Well,
Oh no! A twig stuck in my fan. Dead.
that's beautiful.
Now watch this, Ben. This sucks.
Well,
They're way higher than
Yeah.
they used to
What
be.
What is this all about?
Challenge is. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
there we go. It's like Airman. What happened to you?
But like, you
Yes!
killed- you killed
I'm
him in, like, 3
amazing!
hits.
Ah, man. So it's. There's a part of me. There's a little part of me that really does. This tournament's gonna suck because so many of these characters are ones that I do personally enjoy.
Near and dear to our hearts. Yeah.
Iceman, partly, admittedly, his Mega Man powered up appearance does wonders for him.
Powered up or fully charged?
Powered up.
Okay. Okay.
Does one. The fully charged stuff is outside of canon, as is the Ruby Spears cartoon.
I think it should all be taken in.
These are the
'cause it's
games.
part of the larger mythology
It's
of
a
these
wa-
robot masters.
But they're so different. How do you?
Then you
how do
shouldn't have
compare-
compared what's his face to Storm Eagle at all, because that's outside of it too.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you can make a comparison to outside stuff, but you can't say, oh, but Cutman in the Ruby Spears cartoon was like this, therefore.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
I think so. Iceman and Airman, the powered up iteration of Iceman did a lot to add more characterization for it.
Yeah.
Oh, and for the record. Yeah, right. Battle Network also is outside of canon for this, since it's a different universe, but it's another one I'm playing devil's advocate on this because I really Airman is
Here's the
such
weirdest thing.
another iconic.
He's so iconic. But here's the thing. There's no reason to like Airman. That's the fucked up part. We both strongly prefer Airman, I think, here. But
why?
But why? He
Is
doesn't
it
have a
because he's
face?
literally just a fan with a like structure around it?
And
Like,
he's also somewhat difficult, at least as a 6-year-old. You know,
he's still difficult. He's still tough to beat.
You know, and
he wouldn't have a wildly popular song about how hard he is to beat.
yeah, you
If
love that
not for
Airman
that,
song.
too.
I love the
Yeah.
Mega's Airman song.
Yep.
That's a really
Airman,
good one.
Airman Go Taos and I.
Is that the one that?
I believe. I think so. Yeah. Or Ga maybe.
撃なんかやってもよけれない後ろに待って続けてもいずれは風に飛ばされるタイムレーン多も試してみたけど竜巻相手に
I want to go to bat for Iceman to keep
also,
him.
let's be fair though. Iceman was also pretty lame in Mega Man 1.
Iceman is a shockingly easy to beat.
He's so easy. His level's
Robot
kind of
Master.
tough, but
Level's pretty tough.
His
His fighting pattern is probably the easiest out of all 6.
I think he was probably the first designed because he just looks like a boy in a parka. All the others actually look like robots.
That's true.
I guess Elect Man is like an older boy in a costume, but the rest look like robots. And Iceman looks the lamest, has like the lamest attacks. He's like I don't think he's tops.
Yeah, I mean, thinking about like the character I like, but his battle style is so weak.
Well, that character wasn't even there in the original.
Yeah.
And like if you're gonna count Powered Up, okay, that's
Powered
a
Up
little
counts.
different.
Powered Up
Yep.
does count.
Think of it like this: Iceman's not even in the top 5 of Mega Man 1, right?
I mean, I guess.
I think it's but I think it's a useful construct to like rank them in terms of their own context, in addition to this larger context that we're putting here.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think Iceman can beat Airman.
No,
I don't think he can defeat Airman.
So
I guess that means Airman is
Airman's
victorious.
Moving on.
All right, so for our next match, this is actually the
You
first.
might say we're fans of Airman.
Hello darkness my friend
So it's actually our first miscellaneous entry is going to be part of this. So we're going to spin our wheel here and see what
Dear
we get.
God, what is happening?
Our very first, wow, very close to a bit of a rough one there, but this means that our first miscellaneous entry, I suspect that we are not going to be big fans of the one that is the first. Our miscellaneous entry is Fan versus Windman.
That's kind of ironic.
Yep. So
I feel dumb for asking this, but who the fuck is Fan?
Fan is
it from that Taiwanese game or whatever?
Rockman Strategy.
Oh, dude, come on. You're counting that?
Yes, I am. It was an officially licensed Capcom game. I mean, not Capcom game, but
I'm
Capcom
sorry.
licensed it.
Are you counting Mega Man 3 DOS?
Yeah.
They're in here?
Yeah. All of them. Every single
I love
one.
you so much.
Every
you
single
silly
one in a
Billy.
game that Capcom put the stamp on.
All right. So let's bring up some footage of Fan.
Hey, Dustin, we're going to play Mega Man, and you don't get to choose who you fight. Oh, here, go against Wily now.
Oh, man. So this is the Storm Eagle
Oh,
stage.
this is not good.
You were doing fine.
Yeah, until I...
Oh! You stopped to comment on how you weren't doing fine, and then you became a self-fulfilling prophecy.
No,
So don't do that.
shut up.
I need
Oh,
Look, I
what
need
the
you to
hell?
win now so I can play again.
Oh, shit.
Look what happened when John told me to win.
He's totally let himself go.
He's like, all right.
Ow!
gonna-
We traded hits.
Really, he's like Fanblade Man.
No, that's Airman.
Well, he actually shoots fan blades. That's the difference. If Airman and Gyro Man had a baby, it's this guy, a fat baby.
So fun story. We don't have any footage of Fan, so we had to borrow some from elsewhere, most likely, and there will be credits for that.
I was like, why is he pausing? I wanna
Because
see Fan.
well, no, I mean, like, I'm sure we showed something, but for Rockman Strategy, we never encountered Fan.
Huh.
And when I went to go look up how to encounter Fan, I couldn't figure that out like last week either. So,
When I want to encounter Fan, I go to CVS, I go to the hardware aisle, and I buy a fan.
I mean, for what it's worth, basically anybody out of Rockman Strategy is going to be in an uphill battle for survival against literally anyone else. Like,
Because the character designs are way worse?
yeah, I mean, I could think of like maybe 2, maybe 3 characters from that game that even stand a chance in any battle.
Okay.
So Fan is the added character who's got a lot of like Chinese like sigillography and stuff all over him.
Okay.
He has
Is
a card.
sigillography a word?
Probably not.
Okay, just asking.
And then you've got Windman, who could literally be basically anybody.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't.
Yeah.
It probably
and Windman
wouldn't
was
matter.
pretty good though. Like he was in Mega Man 6, correct?
I believe so. Yeah.
Am I thinking of the right
Right now.
Windman? There's so many, right?
Yeah,
But
there's a
he's
bunch-
the guy
yeah,
I'm
he's in
thinking of.
6.
Yep,
Yep.
he's in 6, and he's pretty solid. He's like a cooler version of Airman, which I think is what they were going for.
Yeah, right. He actually seems to be, and ironically, his hat actually does have a similar kind of Chinese sort of vibe to it. Weirdly enough.
Oh, I wonder if that's even intentional.
Huh.
But yeah, that's cool.
Huh.
Yeah.
They knew. They knew when they were
knew.
making.
And this little
Fan.
article here says that he has been shown to have a strong rivalry with Airman. So
Well, there we go.
we'll see how that bears out next time.
Perhaps. But yeah, so Windman versus Fan. I mean,
We're just gonna go Windman.
is there? I don't even know if there's a reason to continue the discussion on it. To
No.
be totally honest,
And I do hate characters that are designed to pander. And I feel like if he's just decked out in Chinese bullshit, it's like, look, the Chinese one. Like, that's not a good design.
I mean, the game was made in Taiwan.
Still, though, like, you have, like, the fire one, the ice one, the Chinese one. One of these things doesn't fit.
I suppose. Yeah, I don't think
That's
anyone.
why he was in miscellaneous.
I don't think anyone in their right mind is going to be going to bat for Fan over Windman. So it's got to be Windman.
Yeah.
All right, so there's
All
our
right.
first miscellaneous one
Boom,
down
boom.
the tubes right away. I mean, we probably got the worst of the miscellaneous ones taken care of right
Blap,
away,
blap,
which is
pew,
great.
pew.
All right, so we just finished talking about how the anybody from Rockman Strategy is going to have a bit of a struggle
Yeah.
against basically anybody. So this time we have Scorpio
Okay.
versus Cold Man.
Cool. Well,
This is-
Scorpios are known for being ruthless, so I'm on his side.
Or as Rockman Strategy would have us know, Scorpio. Scopia.
Okay, well, good start.
or as we usually know him, Land Cancer. Scorpio. They didn't have an R in there.
Yeah.
That's fun. I mean, so this is certainly less horrifically one-sided than the last one.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
Scorpio at least has some borderline redeeming qualities.
Yeah, for sure. He kind of looks like a Scorpio bot would look. And I think the concept of basing Robot Masters on the Zodiac is actually pretty sound. I think that's
Yeah.
like a cool idea.
It's a neat concept for sure. It's
And of all the ones in that game, he is kind of like one of the more badass ones, right? Scorpio?
he's okay. He's not anything particularly like amazing.
Let me rephrase. His character art seems like an acceptable attempt at designing a
Yes,
robot
yeah.
master named Scorpio.
Honestly, about half or so of the Rockman Strategy
Yeah.
robots do
Yep.
have like a pretty decent robot master design.
This is actually so good that for a second I thought it was from one of the Mega Boy games. But then I
yeah.
realized...
Yeah, no. So the Rockman Strategy ones do the Zodiac. The Mega Boy games, the last one does planets.
Right. Which is
and
why, obviously, in my head they were confused for
Yeah.
it. But, you know.
And then you got Cold Man, who is basically a walking fridge.
Yeah, Cold Man, there are so many ice-ish robot masters, and this guy's got to be the weakest of them all.
Yeah, this is a really fucking bad
Yeah.
ice robot master. So he's from Mega Man and Base. He's the one you use to beat Burner Man because he makes an ice wall that will slide along the bottom of stuff, which is literally only good for Burner Man and like nothing else.
Right. And just like he doesn't look cool at all, no pun intended.
He's okay. I mean,
but Freeze
he just-
Man's better. Ice Man's not better. Blizzard Man is a skier.
he just kind of looks like he
Okay.
looks like a freezer.
The
He
design's
looks like
not great
He looks
there.
like a cold box. The hell am I? Ice box.
If I'm being honest, I'd actually probably pick Tundra Man over this guy, which means I can't, in good conscience, pick this guy now.
I mean,
I mean, I
over
could at the
Scorpio from Rockman Strategy.
Yeah, I think I'm actually going Scorpio.
Oh no!
To be fair, I'm biased because I love Scorpions.
Not a
I
chance.
am a Scorpio. You don't think so? This guy's
No.
a fucking square. He's just a square.
I think that Cold Man is going to get his ass knocked out very shortly after this.
So, okay, tell me a little more. So, I obviously did not partake in fucking Rockman Strategy very much. What was Scorpio's attack like?
Well, let's find out.
Air battleship.
Air battleship. Let's see what we got. Scopia.
Okay, well, good start.
or as we usually know him, Land Cancer.
Okay.
Let me gently prick you. It won't hurt. Oh no.
Okay, well.
Gently prick you. Oh dear. All right, let's try this.
Let me prick you gently.
Ugh.
You can use your special attack.
His words, not
Use
mine.
your special attack. There you go.
It's totally not my words. Totally not
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
didn't,
thinking. Totally not what
oh,
I
shit.
say to women.
Oh, he's a little guy.
It looks cool. It actually looks cool.
He's got like a retro.
Oh, it comes back. Okay, that's cool.
Okay.
So he's clearly like meant to be the first one.
I think so. Yeah.
He's still not easy. I mean, like
Just stay
I'm
against
not,
the wall.
I'm not doing much damage to him.
Well, yeah, because base doesn't do much damage.
pretty fucking
Is
cool
that his-
superpower
Whoa,
robot.
whoa, whoa! What happened there?
What if
Ooh,
he's got
oh, what is
we got
that?
a new
This
move?
is a new cool thing.
Shoot it! Shoot it!
Oh, it doesn't. It didn't look like shooting it would do anything. Oh man.
Oh my God!
Jeepers creepers.
Okay, so we went to the video and it did not help.
So,
I
all right, so
do not like either of these guys.
yeah, nobody from Rockman Strategy comes out looking good.
But
so like,
of them, he seems pretty okay compared to many others.
yeah, I mean, so Scorpio is very fast. That's one of his big things, that he's incredibly
Mm-hmm.
quick among all the constellation robots or the Zodiac robots. I think it's constellation robots. I forget.
Scorpios,
But
Zodiac.
Cold Man just does the wall thing.
Right.
He
that's
occasionally makes a
super
little,
lame.
little weird icy.
He makes a little cloud
floors, and then a
floats down.
cloud. It's
They're both shitty.
it's kind of amazing,
They're-
but this might be the one case where someone actually managed to get through.
I
It's
think
so
Rockman Strategy needs to have it because if you look at him in the context of his own game, Scorpio is one of the best in that game, I think, or least lame.
I
He's still lame. He doesn't use his stinger, which lost points in my book because this is why I fucking have it then. But we don't. A refrigerator with a slow moving ice crystal does not do it for me.
Yeah, the weapon really doesn't help him out there.
No.
It doesn't have a whole huge
Yeah.
amount of use.
Yeah.
Oh wow! We're gonna people are gonna hate us in this one.
No,
I'll do
no.
it.
There's no team. Even his name? Frostman?
Cold Man.
Cold Man?
Yeah, I was
can't
like,
even
what
keep him
do you
straight
mean? The
anymore.
guy that we're talking
There's
about?
no Team Cold Man who's going to be watching this being like, this is bullshit.
Oh,
These guys gotta
won't
get out.
there. Won't there?
If you're on hashtag Team Cold Man, then go downstairs, get me a beer, and bring it back up. Thank you.
John gets up and walks downstairs. And no, I mean, I think between the two, Cold Man is just lame enough
Yeah.
to make it that Scorpio's lameness is less lame.
Yeah.
And I guess that this goes to Scorpio. Yeah.
Yes. Not that I give a shit about Scorpio, but I just think of the two, at least he's kind of intriguing or trying to be intriguing.
I guess.
But Cold Man is just like the laziest design. They're like, what are we going to do? Another ice one. Well, what's ice? Refrigerator. What should he do for a weapon? Ice cube. Like, fuck you. A little effort.
On to the next one. All right, so next up we have what might be our first like real like even match, I think, in the tournament. It's certainly closer to the four that came before this. So we have Tornado Man versus Freeze Man. All right,
And if
watch,
you're
he'll
listening,
be bees. He'll be bees.
And if you're listening and you're not confident, try it. It's pretty great.
No, it's not bees.
Is it bomb? Is it
Where
P-ball
to use
or
that? Maybe
C-shot?
laser trident. Come on.
You're doing all right.
One more. One more. Yes.
Hey, you got a thing.
We did get a thing. Of course. Dodge for a while. Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
Vap.
Don't get sucked.
Oh, that's
Oh,
kind of
wow.
Frozen Batman.
It's
Robot-
the Shredder. Oh, never mind.
Robot dinosaur skeleton.
Yeah, right.
That's
It
the
looks
actual
a lot
boss.
like the Shredder, actually, though.
You're the fucking dinosaur just. Bro, fuck!
You're about to have a bad time.
Oh,
Yo.
boom. Oh, wow. I thought, there it is.
Well, good try. Oh my God, he might do it. Oh, never
Fucking
mind.
Jesus, this
Oh.
guy.
oh. Oh.
Oh, you
John's
almost-
gonna do it. Come on, John.
Oh, no.
We believe in you, maybe.
No one believes in you.
No slide.
Again, one hit. Again. Tornado Man,
Yeah.
who's the one who's like reminiscent of Harpooya from Mega Man 9. And
He's the one
Freezeman-
from Mega Man 9 who's reminiscent of Harpooya from Mega Man 0.
Right.
Just
yeah.
to clarify,
Yes.
in case anyone's not familiar.
Yes. And then Freeze Man is the Mega Man 7 one who's kind of like Cold Miser a little bit.
He's literally made of ice. Freeze Man is the reason I think Crystal Man is ice.
Oh, because you get them confused in your head?
Yeah.
Okay. So I like that Freeze Man has like a weird little pose when he comes in from the. He's like frozen in ice carbonite.
Yeah, he's got
and then
himself a
wakes up.
little something
So
there.
point for him. I like that Tornado Man is a throw forward to Harpooya.
Okay.
The fight with Tornado Man's actually a bit more interesting, I think.
I have to agree. Looking at so Freeze Man does have the benefit of his fight. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's ice from the ceiling. He's firing ice straight across. You're dodging a lot of stuff. the junk shield does do a pretty huge amount of damage to him pretty quickly. But it's a pretty chaotic battle, so he's got a pretty good amount of control over the field. But then you got Tornado Man's fight, which has
just little tornadoes everywhere.
Yeah, tornadoes all over that you're trying to dodge, so it's got kind of like an almost bullet hellish sort of feel to it.
And if you get hit by one, you can get thrown up into the spikes, which is a nice element.
Which is a rare thing for these boss battles. Almost no boss battles in the entire classic series have one-hit kill.
Tornado Man looks like Bubble Man does. Tornado Man looks like a challenging battle that's a fair challenge. Whereas Freeze Man's kind of like...
It's like stuff everywhere.
This is kind of annoying.
Well, so I guess the question is, are we grading these off of good gameplay, or are we grading them off of who is the better
I am rounding
robot?
all of this into an educated hunch, and I will give my answer based on that.
It's
hard to be completely objective.
One thing to think about here is their weaknesses.
Freeze Man's weak to junk.
Freeze Man's weak to junk, which also you just put the junk shield on, you get near him, and it hits him. Whereas Tornado Man, you have to hit with Plug Ball, which is tough because Plug Ball goes straight down and then wraps around walls, and he's not always up against a wall.
Yeah.
Like, that is something to consider, that he is pretty...
But factoring in the weakness weapon should only count for so much because, like...
Oh, sure. It's just a thing to think about.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're going toward Tornado Man.
I feel like we're both kind of leaning that direction.
Freeze Man, it sucks too because Freeze Man is one of the cooler looking ice guys. Let's see what's next.
All right, so for our last wild card match, before we get into our real round one here, we have a pretty interesting combination. We have Aircon Man and Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. Okay. So when I was in the bathroom, I saw this coming up. When I was in the bathroom, I Google image searched Aircon Man, and I want you to show what comes up. It's just a bunch of here, you'll see. Anyway, let's take a look at him and see what we're dealing with here.
All right.
Oh, okay. Fans man.
All right, let's do Fans Man.
Fans Man.
Aircon Man.
No.
Amazing.
Aircon is the Japanese word for air conditioner.
That's fucking great.
Aircon.
Please turn the Wonder Swan.
Shit.
Push start.
Okay, save state. Because I'm nervous.
Oh, yeah. All right, 1 second.
I feel like whatever you do is going to inevitably fuck everything.
Here we go. Oh.
How did you even do that?
Interesting. All right. Oh, we don't have a vertical battle. That's a little sad, actually.
What? Push it back where?
To horizontal. We have a battle in horizontal instead of vertical. I was actually expecting to fight it in vertical mode. Oh, hey, wait.
Cop out, huh?
There we go.
Oh, yeah, by the way, look at their life bars.
Yeah. Wait, did that not hit him at all?
It did not.
Whoa, hey, whoa.
Whoa, buddy.
What?
The
That
benefit
was
of that one you had just
awesome.
used was that you can use it when he's above you.
That's true.
That was great.
Can I hit him like that? Oh, I can!
That's funny.
I bet he's still going to get a full bar.
No!
Wow.
That's
So
impressive,
always do
actually.
that. Do they hurt you?
No.
Might be
They
sad.
hurt me if they squid. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus! What?
He's gonna try
What
to eat you with
even
his
just
stomach.
happened?
I have been targeting your heart.
What?
I'm in love with. Cardiac arrest.
What the fuck?
Oh boy.
Oh no!
Oh, that's a lot of
Volcano
arrows.
arrow.
Oh, that did do a lot of damage.
Oh shit!
What can I do to him?
Is this the end for our hero?
Nope.
He
Just
just
gonna-
decided to slap
punch,
you.
punch,
a
punch,
whole
punch,
bunch
punch,
of-
punch. Meanwhile, I just pissed a fucking waterfall on him.
Yeah.
Dot, 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 dot. Oh, so why is it always the dot, dot, dots? Come on, man.
Yeah. Give me a cool death.
Ah, man.
That's over.
Yep. Okay, so we got
a
ourselves
Clash of the Titans for you today.
Yes, we got Rockman Strategy versus the Wonder Swan game.
I forgot even happened, and wow.
So the Rockman Strategy one, you've got Sagittarius.
He's actually pretty cool.
He's the archer.
He's
got,
a winged archer centaur.
and his attack is like arrow,
Right,
arrow,
and he's
arrow.
red, but he's a little foppish in the way he that's a word, right?
In his whole 3 frames of animation, he
No,
comes across
his
as foppish.
dialogue. He's like, I'll infect
Oh,
your
targeting
heart
your
or
heart, I
whatever. Yeah. So it's like any cool points he had were just But
as opposed to Aircon Man, who looks like if someone tried to if Airman was designed by a third grader,
and then that third grader told another third grader what he was going for, and that second third
it's
grader
like
tried
fat
to draw
Airman
it.
holding traditional fans or something.
So stupid.
Except that then
It's just
his
Airman
attacks,
with one fan, yeah.
his attacks are really effective. He
Yeah.
barfs
He was-
3 little blocks.
Yeah.
And
You've got these rocks
makes
flying in
these-
from like all sides of the
I
stage.
think
You
they're
got to
supposed to be
balance on.
clouds, but it's hard to tell. And then he like sucks Mets in. Like there's a bunch of stuff. He's got a lot of varied attacks.
Fight wise, Aircon Man was much more interesting.
And frankly, Aircon Man's stage is kind of awesome in that you actually turn your Wonder Swan sideways to play, and you play it vertically.
Yeah.
Which for most games would be a detriment, but instead it adds a lot more. Like you're doing a lot of vertical climbs and things, so you do actually get to see what you're doing.
That is cool. I don't know how much we can count that and how fair that is to a Rockman strategy boss. I think the design on paper of
The design of Sagittarius beats the design of Aircon Man without a doubt.
yes, but the battle of Aircon Man is much more interesting than the
Yeah.
battle with Sagittarius.
Yeah, and the weapon you
Dialogue
get,
wise, I don't think either one of these is going to hit it out of the park.
No.
Aircon Man says nothing, and Sagittarius makes me want to punch him.
yeah.
Is there a none option?
I mean, for me, looking at these two, it's Aircon Man. Like without, like it's not even a hard call.
I'll give it to you just because Aircon Man gets a weird feature in the future. So sure.
Yeah, his. Oh, you know what? No, I'm an idiot. It's not Aircon Man that does that.
Oh.
He also goes by Stove Man, but I forget what his normal
All right.
name
And
is.
fuck you, Sagittarius wins.
No,
Aircon Man can have it.
Aircon Man wins.
I also don't care.
Boom. All right, so with that, we now are out of our wild card round for the cold division. We have ourselves our 16 entrance into the main battle.
Oh, so that wasn't even.
That was to
narrow it down.
Get rid of the riffraff.
Oh.
So now we're down to the 16
Cool.
that actually move forward from here.
Yeah.
So first up, we have a battle between Luna and our first victor, Tengu Man. Let's see what we got here.
Oh my god, this game.
I know.
It's not only, guys, you're seeing it, right? But what I'm seeing is a beautiful 42-inch flat screen TV with tons of screen real estate.
Yep.
And this is taking up like a 400 by 300 box in the middle of it. And it's still blurry. And it just fucking sucks.
Yeah, John, this game sucks. I fucking know.
But it's not even a game. Like, there's no music.
Yep.
there will be music though.
yes. Yeah,
in
there
the
will be
final
music.
version.
There was an issue with how
kids
the
don't-
game was
don't know
emulated,
how,
but there is a soundtrack that Gavin Dragon actually figured out how everything worked.
So what, you're going to edit it in?
Interesting.
Yeah, I think
that
he has
this
been.
is here. Yeah, I'm gonna edit it in.
Kill me.
All right, and that was
amazing.
Luna.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
Look. So.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
Can we just acknowledge something a little uncomfortable right off the bat?
Sure.
Luna doesn't have arms
Or legs.
or legs. He's got little
And
wheelchair
presumably
wheels.
doesn't have a penis.
I think he's got
Hardly
a penis.
a
I
man
think
at
most
all.
of the end of his banana shape is his penis.
You know, not anything phallic is automatically a penis.
It is.
So,
It is.
all right, we won't unpack that. Luna loses.
It's
Luna,
it's actually kind of amazing.
I don't even remember who he's up against.
So
It's
so
just
in
no.
Rockman strategy, you've got Dr. Wily, you've got Luna and Apollo, and you've got the 12 constellation droids.
Yep.
And
and Fan.
Fan. Luna and Apollo are the bosses of the constellation droids. I'm gonna keep calling them that. I don't remember if that's
Sure.
the actual name for them. They're the boss robot masters of them, and Luna is so lame, so incredibly lame.
I think it says a lot that when you wanted to show me who Luna was, because I
Yeah.
didn't remember, he brings up an episode of Rockman Strategy, Part 39, Zodiac Killer.
Great title.
I don't remember any of this, but he goes to the part where we encounter Luna, and you're probably seeing it right now. I'm just screaming at how stupid this is, and I'm
Yeah.
like, that seems right.
It's bad.
It seems
it's
pretty
so
right.
bad.
So yeah, my Luna doesn't have my vote. Who else are we up against?
Luna would be probably, if we were having a worst possible Robot Master competition, Luna might have a legitimate shot.
I would choose Mr. Shine and or Mr. Bright over Luna.
Whichever. I want to say it's Mr.
I can never remember. They mean the same thing, you guys.
Yeah, I know, right? It's so stupid. Up against Tengu Man.
Tengu Man, bye.
Tengu Man. Next. All right, so next up we have our second miscellaneous entry into it. It's actually one that didn't have a wild card in there either, so let's get our next miscellaneous one going.
Who's it gonna be?
So we already used Fan, so I can actually knock Fan out of our list of usable dudes.
Cool.
So let's see who it's going to be. It is... interesting. Okay.
So where does it...
So we have...
Is it on the right?
It was on the left.
Oh, okay.
So we have, for this next match, it is Chill Man versus Strike Man.
Wow.
Be good if I actually hit him, huh?
Yeah, like, yeah, that was damage.
Oh, there we go. I think the actual solar... Oh, I'm frozen. Okay. There we go. Ugh. Might actually not be his weakness. It's like it's doing decent damage, but it's not doing like crazy damage or anything. There we go.
He's Mr. Freeze, literally.
He reminds me of Freeze Man from... actually, reminds me of Freeze Man in general. But especially from the Battle Network and NT Warrior stuff. The Solar Blaze. He is weak to the Solar Blaze attack only when it's exploded. Everyone's got like weird caveats and shit.
That's gotta be... That's a cool idea.
He's got a catcher's mitt. Oh my god. Do I? Yeah, I got 3.
All right.
Oh yeah, that's... Oh.
You just can't hit him now.
Whoa!
Yeah, if you get the shotgun. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you're gonna...
There we
okay.
go. No, I'm not.
This one's got grass.
It's gonna be Strike Man, yeah. He's a baseball.
Are you kidding me?
He's weak to swords.
Yeah, you ever fucking throw a sword at a baseball? Because I actually have not. So we have Chill Man 420 Blaze It, and we have Strike Man who really likes baseball. Like, really likes baseball.
Yeah, he is baseball bot. It's actually interesting that we have...
Ooh, this is tough. He's actually one of the cooler... he's from what, 10?
He's from 10. They're both from 10.
He's one of the cooler
It's actually
ice
the first
guys.
time we've had 2 dudes from the same game up against each other.
All right.
And Chill Man looks like if Chill Man, it looks like if you took Freeze Man in the middle of his entrance animation and just stopped and,
kept
we're like,
the
no,
top part on.
keep that.
Yeah.
This is you now.
We also have some elements of Crystal Man in there with that green and the crystal on his head.
Yeah.
And notes of he just looks like an ice boss.
Yeah, I mean so Chill Man doesn't get a lot of points for creativity. Really, like the frozen helmet, like Mr. Freeze looking thing is cool.
He's still better than Iceman. I'd say Freeze Man.
He's certainly
Frigid Raider Man. What was
Chill
it?
Man, Cold Man. Chill Man looks the most out of what we've seen so far, like one of the like NES.
That's true. Yeah, he looks like he's a design right out
Excuse
of
me.
Mega Man 3 or 4.
Yeah, he's got a very consistent design.
They did
with the
do a
earlier
good job
ones.
with that. Yeah.
All
right, but let's talk about Strike Man. Let's give Strike Man a chance.
So Strike Man is a baseball.
Yep.
In a level full of soccer balls.
Oh. Is a strike a thing in soccer?
Yes. A striker is a...
Yeah. Okay, but that is not what they meant.
I don't know. Maybe it is what they meant. You know how Japan...
Can we get
favorite...
the official art of Strike Man just so I can...
Yeah, let me...
You don't have to, like, go off mic when we do that.
Well, I'm literally off mic for it.
You're not. I can see you.
I'm off mic. I'm not off camera.
Fair enough.
So there's Strike Man, who is a baseball who throws baseballs.
Yeah, I think it's got to go...
So
I get that he's really committed to the theme, and I appreciate that. He's kind of got like a Needle Man, Napalm Man, like amorphous blob with eyes feel.
Oh, you know what? So just taking a look too at Chill Man. So Strike Man's weapon is Rebound Striker, which is basically a light version of Bounce Man's weapon from Mega Man 11. It's not amazing, but it's okay.
That's fine.
It's hard to hit with.
Sure.
Chill Man has the Chill Spike, which you shoot and it hits the ground and makes ice spikes. Also really hard to hit with. You're supposed to use that against Nitro Man, who is a motorcycle.
Right, makes sense. And you kind of, I remember that.
He's got to run over the spikes. Like, both of them are actually kind of not amazing when you really get down to it.
The weapons, yeah.
The weapons are they kind of suck.
All right, what about the levels?
The level. So Strike Man's level is full of sports stuff.
It's just too goofy to take seriously, I think.
I can't tell if it's too goofy to take seriously or if the goofiness is what makes it worthwhile.
It makes it endearing. Yeah, it's a fine
Yeah.
line. It is both endearing, but also like if we're going for like a tournament, I don't think Strike Man's going to make it.
I don't think either of them are going to make it ultimately, but
No, probably not. But I think in this case, I would go Chill Man.
man,
Chill bro, cool bro, man.
they're both like, yeah. Strike Man is just so damn goofy. Strike Man
It's
was
too goofy.
Strike Man is the first of our 3 miscellaneous. So there were 16 Mega likes and 3 miscellaneous, and they're
Okay.
ones who aren't really Mega Man like, but they just
Needed
don't
to-
fit anywhere. Strike Man is the first of those, and like,
Yep.
he's so weird.
Like Chill Man is a classic robot master.
he
Flaws and all.
if he would, Chill Man would have fit perfectly in 1988.
Yeah.
Just as well as he does in 2010 when the game came out.
He would look perfect next to Skull Man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like they just
yeah.
fit right in.
I think by virtue of the design being as timely as like late 80s Robot Masters go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say I think I'd say that Chill Man is probably the better of the two.
As the platonic ideal
It's
of
not
a
a
robot
strong-
master, Chill Man is closer to that abstract ideal. I don't know if that's what we're measuring.
I don't know what we're measuring.
We're just measuring like stuff we think is cool, or what is the best, most robot master. Go with Chill Man. Final
Why
answer.
don't we go to the next thing? All right, so
Wow, we got a fight for you.
we got an interesting one. We got what it's like to be windy on the inside,
Wow.
and what it's like to be windy on the outside.
Wow.
Because we got Gyro
Bravo.
Man versus Air Man.
Bravo.
All right, get ready. Here we go. So
I'm a
try
grasshopper.
gravity hold on him. We haven't figured out anyone else,
I will, yeah. Although that's doing just fine.
but it's good to know that.
Oh yeah, that seems to be it.
Wow, yeah. So only use it once at a time because it's invincibility.
No, it's gone.
Oh, you're gone. Yeah, I was like,
what?
what's happening?
You're supposed to be dead.
Ooh.
Come on, live.
Oh,
Right on top
shoot
of
him!
me,
Shoot
huh?
him! Oh
Nope,
God!
I gotta be careful.
There we go. Wow, that's twice in a row now.
That's kind of awesome.
This is going to be a little bit of a tough one.
So 5 was one of my favorite games. Gyro Man, I really liked. He was straightforward, but it was a cool battle. Half of the thing is obscured by clouds. He's quick. He's
another one who has a creative use of the battlefield.
Yep.
We talked about that with Tornado Man. Same idea.
His weakness is pretty. I mean, you gravity blast him and he gets real hurt real quick. So I mean, but with Air Man, you throw leaves in his fans and he dies. So I mean, like you can't really take the weaknesses into account.
Yeah.
Air Man is more classic, but I think Gyro Man is a refinement of the Air Man formula.
If they were gonna do a challenge mode in the Mega Man Legacy Collection games, the same way they did with the double Maverick battles, Air Man and Gyro Man would make a perfect combination.
They might
to
have
fight
that.
together.
I just haven't looked.
I don't think they do.
Oh, bummer.
They marketed it real hard for the X Legacy Collection.
Gotcha.
And then said nothing about it for the regular one. But
Also, for what it's worth, those double Maverick battles are super awkward because you have like
Yeah.
a pixely chill penguin,
little teeny tiny,
and then like a fucking massive polar bear guy. Yeah. Doesn't make any sense.
Was it Frost Walrus? I think.
Yeah, and you're the like modern X4 Mega Man fighting a weird little chill penguin. It just feels
There's
wrong.
a lot that's strange about that. But regardless, oh man,
this is a tough one. I think it's
like-
gotta
it's-
go to Air Man.
what's weird is too because Gyro
hurts,
Gyro Man just strikes me as Junior Tengu Man the whole way. Like he
Yeah.
is cool, and his battle techniques are awesome, and his battlefield is great. This isn't necessarily a detriment in the case of this one here, but he does feel like like Tengu Man is an extension of Gyro Man.
Tengu Man is almost like should have been an X boss. It should have been like Blade
He was
Tengu
actually kind of
or
over-designed
something.
in a lot of ways.
Yeah, he is.
In
He
the
is.
same ways the X bosses.
Tengu Man. So maybe this will come back to haunt Tengu Man in our next conversation.
But yeah, so
I like Gyro Man. I think he's solid. I think he's respectable. I don't think he's
man.
quite as remarkable as Air Man. I think it should go to Air Man. He's classic.
Air Man's defenses with the air shooter
Is hard, yeah.
ridiculous
Yeah,
because
yeah.
all those tornadoes will block shots, including the leaf shield. You have to hit him before he hits gets the tornadoes
even
out.
with
or
the
else
leaf
they
shield,
just-
it's still a
they just
challenge.
bounce off of him.
That's true. Here, you just
Literally
blast
just go like
as
gravity
long as
hold,
he's on the
gravity hold,
screen,
gravity
yeah.
hold.
All
So
right.
I mean, just looking at how you attack them in the first place, Air Man actually puts up a real fight, whereas
This is really hard because Gyro Man is better than the average Robot Master.
he really is. This is
But-
probably the first one where someone who is solid is really getting taken out. Because if he was up against basically anybody else, he might actually take him.
I think 5 had pretty solid designs, except for the racist depiction of the train that we just talked about.
Yes.
Other than that, 5 had good designs.
5 had pretty good designs, yeah.
But yeah, I think we have to stick with Airman.
I think so. I think Airman is what, because it's
hard though.
I feel like we've got enough waffling space with Gyro Man that we don't have with Airman. Like Airman, it's hard to.
Well, let the record show. Airman's fucking ridiculous.
Airman is absolutely silly as shit. Gyro Man's
his design is cooler.
Gyro Man's design is arguably one of the best wind designs.
He's like a little
in the
military.
series.
He's a fucking helicopter.
Yeah,
He's like,
and while the Battle Network series does not count for any of this, Gyroman.exe also has a pretty interesting kind of helicopter design going on. And
what's Airman.exe like?
He looks basically like Airman.
Lame.
Yeah, they really didn't do a lot there.
Cool. All right, I think it should go to Airman.
I think we're both kind of
out of like
60-40. We're in like 60-40%
Yeah.
with Airman. I think we got to give it to Airman.
All right.
So Gyro Man can't defeat Airman either. So let's move on to the next one. All right, next up we have another face-off in the same game. This time it is Blizzard Man versus Wind Man. So let's take a quick look at that.
Wow.
What?
It's snowing at you.
He's fighting you with snowflakes?
That's so adorable.
Is he not going to? There we
What
go.
to do,
Oh my God, he's Armored Armadillo.
No, he's the
What do you get when you cross Armored Armadillo and Chill Penguin?
Africa's boss from DuckTales.
That is correct, Dustin.
1,000,000 points.
Yay!
E-Tank.
Wow, this game does not dick around.
Would love to.
Oh boy.
Oh, no.
Stick, move.
I'm
Shoot.
reminded suddenly of Final Zone.
You're dead. You're fucking dead.
Oh, you missed that.
What Nipple?
Okay.
So Windman's basically just a double Gyro Man.
Without all the cool parts that made Gyro Man cool. It's just
True.
It's like
with a lot of like.
Here's a little woo attack.
Yeah.
And you got Blizzard Man,
Who's just
who
a walking.
hey guys, watch out for the snowflakes. And then 4 snowflakes go.
Can I get a gif of you doing that for whenever I'm sad?
He sits on it. He's got skis.
Yeah, he's stupid.
What
he
the
sucks.
hell was Wiley thinking? Was like,
You couldn't even make a snowboard man? Like, that would have been cooler for the 90s kids.
I'll put my Robot Master on skis. He'll be the most mobile Robot Master ever. That's what's gonna work. He's gonna fight on a metal grate on skis.
I'm going to have to go with Windman, bro.
Honestly, Windman isn't even all that good.
No, but he's closer to
That's the
Gyro Man,
crazy
who we
thing.
liked.
This is the softest schedule on him ever. He fought Fan, which is like fighting empty space.
Yeah.
And then Blizzard Man, who's probably when it comes down to it, Blizzard Man's probably the worst out of Mega Man 6.
Yeah, I think so.
Out of all 8 of them, he might be the worst.
6 has great designs. Nightman, Centaur Man, Tomahawk
and then
Man, Plant
Snowball
Man,
Skier.
Windman.
I don't know what to say
And then-
here. Like, there's not a lot of redeeming qualities with Blizzard Man.
No, there's none. He's not a particularly fun fight. He's kind of an annoying fight. Go back to our episode. I died there a lot. I was very angry.
Yep.
Got a lot of shit from Dustin about that. Y'all love Dustin.
Windman is not cool, and he will get knocked out before he gets much further. But
It's
like,
true,
it's
but he's
just
got to
too-
be. It's you can't.
He's got
no.
this. Oh
Yeah.
man,
No.
it's Windman. It's Windman.
I'll
Jesus.
die before Blizzard Man progresses. Goodbye.
Okay, I wasn't expecting us to have a face-off quite like this.
Okay.
But our next match is actually yet another in-game face-off between Gemini and Scorpio.
Oh, that's.
Okay, so look.
Oh man, finally, Gemini Man.
Oh yeah, no,
But
no. This is probably the only pair, quote unquote, of Robot Masters who would be interesting to see fight, who have probably the least likelihood of it happening.
Okay.
Because Gemini Man is in a completely different division from Gemini. Gemini is one of the Rockman strategy constellation droids. Scorpio won last time by virtue of somehow just barely eking by against boring, cold boring.
Yeah.
Gemini is so uncool of a design that it really just. I'll pull it up for you.
Yeah, he must be pretty bad because Gemini Man was awesome. They couldn't have just gone with something like that.
Dr. Wily should go to hell.
Aren't you his
Dr. Wily should go to hell.
I mean, yeah, but I didn't expect it from you, Cuts Mom.
Ah!
Wait. That's his Gemini, but that's not Gemini Man.
No,
this is
it's
the Zodiac.
the Zodiac
guy.
Gemini.
That's confusing.
He should have had Gemini
He
Man
should have
here.
just fucking been Gemini Man.
Gemini?
Aunt Jemima Man.
What is this quarrel? Something good may happen by talking.
Doubt it.
Hurry up. Hurry and stop your plan to end the world.
So when they said there was an English fan translation, they meant some of the words
They meant-
were
wow.
kind of translated.
They meant someone in
That looks
Taiwan.
like fucking
probably.
Uncle Sam and Auntie
know-
Sam.
Only foolish people would choose to fight. So let's fight. Oh, God. What the hell? He has a Gemini laser.
Oh, for fuck's
Yeah, so
sake!
Gemini...
For fuck, it's Uncle Sam and a doll. What? That's worse than Scorpio.
It's a magician. Also, is on the other side is pink fluffy dress.
I missed that one last time. Let me tell you, I did not see that when you guys were playing that game.
So Gemini does
Wow.
like laser beam, like big color beams, like everything in strategy, and is just look. The design is just
Gemini
so
Man,
uncool.
or no, Gemini doesn't win.
It's
Next.
just There's just no. So many of these seem like softballs.
Who's the winner? Not Gemini. Thank you.
I mean, okay, obviously by virtue of two Rockman strategy dudes fighting in this round, it was bound to happen, but I'm stunned that one is getting into the second round of any of these.
Yeah, no, I know, but look, the only way for that to happen is him being put up against another one from that game.
I know.
And this is the worst one from that game. We should have, you're probably already planning this, you piece of shit, but we should have a worse Robot Masters challenge at the end of this.
I mean, we can kind of just look back at them and give our like bottom tens or something, because like this will probably be on there. It's stunning.
Next.
The winner is Scorpio. Let's go to the next one.
I think you mean Scorpio.
Oh, I do mean Scorpio.
Thank
Yeah. Scorpio.
Can't believe that's real.
Okay, so now we have ourselves another wild cardless matchup.
You are reopening parts of my life I forgot.
I know
ever
some
happened.
of these we just watched. We just watched a thing from a couple years ago at this point.
Yeah.
So our next matchup is between Mega Man the Wily Wars' Hyperstorm H.
You know, the classic Robot Master Hyperstorm H.
And Shade Man.
Okay, there's spikes on the wall, and you're big.
And he's got 2 health bars. I think you have to knock him into the spikes. Yeah, try it.
What?
It did damage him, just not very much.
Well, it would be...
Slide, dude.
Oh, God! No, no, no.
Uh,
No.
Hey! Wow. Surprisingly small explosion for a guy that
Yeah.
big.
Jesus. Wow, it's the only Mega Man boss I've ever seen with 2 life bars.
I'm a vampire.
I'm a vampire. Where's my garlic launcher?
That's a different cereal.
Maybe I'll hit him with the junk bomb. Okay.
Yeah, try stuff.
Oh! What?
He's
I was like, oh, he doesn't move that fast. I can handle this.
whoosh.
No!
Nope.
Oh, hitting him. He
Yeah, he's
heals. Oh.
he's a vampire.
Yeah, but he's also a Mega Man boss. That's not like... It's not like a thing
You're right.
they
Those
do.
are definitely not possible to happen at the same time.
It has never happened in the past.
This is the past, John. This game came out 20 years ago. This game came out
I'm
20
just saying
years ago.
we've never seen that before.
That's a
We've
lot of
never seen a feature
projectiles.
like that before.
Whoa! He put air in your butt.
Shade Man, not Shadow Man.
Not
Shade
Shadow
Man's
Man.
the vampire knockoff.
Shade Man's the vampire. Shadow Man's the ninja. So Hyperstorm H
Is actually kind of a badass.
is actually kind of badass. He has 2 health bars.
2 health bars and then 2 walls of spikes on either side and a conveyor belt.
Yep.
Because fuck you.
Yep. And then on the other side we have Shade Man,
Yeah.
who is the Dracula wannabe, but he's got the noise crush,
Yeah.
which if you bounce it off walls will get stronger and larger.
That's a cool idea.
There's a neat thing too where if you use noise crush on Shade Man in the rematch, it'll bounce off of him back at you.
Oh, weird.
Like it'll just deflect it at you, which is kind of a neat touch.
That's cool. I mean, we all know that the weakness of Dracula is a loud noise. What's the thinking there?
Well, no, that's his attack.
No, I know, but like, why?
Because
Like, how does
he
that
needed
tie
the
in with
thing
the
to happen?
theme?
I don't know.
The
Sonar,
vampire
sonar.
theme. Oh, like a bat.
Like a bat.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a fan of Shade Man in general, I'd say.
Let's bring up his character art.
Yeah, let's see what I can do here.
Let's see Shade Man, because I'm thinking of ShadeMan.exe.
ShadeMan.exe is fantastic. ShadeMan.exe is one of the best in the overall.
But ShadeMan.
Ironically, ShadeMan.exe is basically Shade Man with a mustache.
Yeah. I don't know. He's a little dorky for me, you know?
He
it's
is
like they
kinda
tried
dorky.
to make him an edgelord, but instead he's just like, oh, I've got you now, children. Like, I actually might go with Hyper Storm H.
I mean, so what is this?
He wants to be a singer and practices hard to improve his terrible singing voice. That is the write-up
Oh, yikes.
for Shade Man.
His weakness is Wild Coil.
I don't remember which one is that.
Spring Man's weapon. That's not a good look.
And you know that all machines are made of springs.
It's true. Every machine, as we learned, is made of springs. If this was ShadeMan.exe, I would have a
Different
lot
story.
more
Oh,
to
yeah.
work with here. ShadeMan.exe is fantastic. But Shade Man is super dorky. Hyperstorm H is tough. The spike walls is just as a battle
difficult
mechanic
fight.
is cool.
Still fair though.
He drops a bunch of dudes on you, and he has like suck and blow. He's a big vacuum man. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Hyperstorm H. I think.
Me too. Look at the quote here on the Mega Man wiki.
Oh, for Shade Man, it's from
It's
the
from
crossover from Worlds Unite, Worlds Collide.
Sonic the Hedgehog number 250. The lady has joined classier company, my boy. Presumably when he's kidnapping Sally Acorn or something.
Nope, that's when they've turned Amy into like Amy Woman or something.
Did you read those?
I'm aware of how they. I haven't read them yet, but I do know how they.
We should do a let's read of all those when we're done.
Sorry, Rouge. Rouge becomes Rouge Woman.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense with his character design. He looks like a male Rouge. So yeah, I'm going with the other one. Hyperstorm H.
Cool. All right. So we're on to our next one here, and we get to bring back the last round he was in seemed to go pretty well for him, but so we now have Frost Man facing off with Tornado Man. So let's take a look there. Oh, that's adorable.
That's
I like
awesome,
that.
actually.
Little frozen Mega Man ice statues. Just hanging out.
Freeze!
Oh, you poor baby.
I'll make a popsicle of you.
Oh my god.
Oh, boy.
I'll make a topsicle out of you.
Yep. Oh, maybe.
That's not bad. That's pretty good. Yeah, he doesn't look like you like that.
Right? Oh.
Wow.
Oh, boy. It's like maybe he's going to come up short. Oh, that height.
So, all right. I like Tornado Man a lot. I think he's probably the best. He might be the best design out of Mega Man 9.
Yep.
I love Frost Man just because of how absolutely ridiculous he is as a robot master.
Do you really like him?
It's just like, it's one of those things where in a lot of situations I would feel like, in the same way, weirdly enough, that I feel like Tengu Man is slightly over-designed for robot masters, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
Frost Man looks like he could have just as easily been Frost Walrus.
Yeah.
But they took away the animalistic stuff for it. It's just like, here's this just massive
like a snowman.
ice dude.
Yeah.
He's enormous.
I don't know if that beats Harpooya Man, though.
It's tough. It is really tough. I like them both a lot.
All right, well, like, what is the fight with Frostman is he's big. The fight with Tornado Man is that there's tornadoes.
Yeah, there's tornadoes all over the place.
How's Ice Wave as a weapon?
So it's the one that like does like a little ice snake thing.
Pretty standard stuff.
Yeah, it's not anything particularly special, I guess, in terms of weapons.
I also just fucking hate Mega Man 8. So that's definitely working against Frostman.
You mean where Tengu Man comes from?
No.
Yeah.
He's from Mega Man Base.
No, he's from 8. He's from 8.
I know,
exact
but
same thing we were just talking about.
I'm not saying it's a be-all, end-all. I'm just saying that it's not helping.
In fact, Frostman's weapon is Tengu Man's weakness.
No, I definitely don't like it.
Man.
It's tough.
I don't know. It's Frostman is just like something about that design.
He is also known to have a liking for sorbet and rock candy.
He's just so big and doofy, and
he is none too bright, and due to his less than ideal method of construction, suffers from Shiblins.
Wait, what?
Chiblalains. I don't know what that is.
I don't know. Wait.
And
Chilblains.
Well, here let's take a look at what.
Chilblains.
Yeah, what's that?
I don't know.
Do they mean
Chilblains.
pains or something?
Probably not. I think that's a thing. But like,
Chilblains are skin sores or bumps that occur after exposure to very cold temperatures.
he's got sores.
Well, he's actually breakthrough skin technology, but they put it on the icy guy. I'm gonna go with Tornado Man. I'm going with Tornado Man.
Man,
His ultimate goal is to turn Mega Man into a kakigori or an ice pop and eat him.
well, all right, no, but like,
That's a hard pass.
I'm trying to think of if there's
You
anything.
love Harpooya Man.
I do a lot. I'm trying to make sure that I give both of these guys
a fair shake.
the appropriate like chance here,
I
but
hear
like
ya. This guy.
I like Frostman's design a lot. I think he's one of the coolest designs in the classic series, especially because this is one of the rare ones where they go screw the rules about what a robot master
That's
is
true.
supposed to be.
That is true.
We're gonna do something totally different. We're gonna try something completely off the wall.
But he's
crazy.
also just big, cold, dumber guts man,
kinda, yeah. I mean,
which I'm cool with.
he's
you
a big
know.
he's a big ice guts man. Ah, man, I
man,
don't feel bad voting for Tornado Man. It's just it feels like Frostman's up. You got Frostman who's up against Tornado Man, whereas Wind Man is up against total garbage and is going to get
Right.
further.
It
and
is not
has
fair.
No right to.
But that's how
If
tournaments
Wind
work.
Man was up against Frostman would win. Like, no question. To me, anyway.
Okay, yeah, no, I'll give you that. But and of the ice characters we've seen, I like this guy in like the top two.
Man,
the ice designs are lacking.
they are. They're not a very good set. He's got
I
this,
still
like,
got to go
igloo
with
thing.
Tornado Man. Final answer. What do you think?
Yeah. I think
You can get
Tornado
there.
Man.
Yeah,
I
you
think
can get
Tornado
there.
Man
Come on.
is going to win this one.
Come over. Yeah, you got it.
Let's go to the next one.
Good.
Okay, I think this is the one where we're going to be going. Where we're going to have a bit of a sit down about designs
You think so?
because we are seeing this is the end of round one, where we're putting Aircon Man up against Aquarius from Rockman Strategy. You know what? No, I'm mixing up who I thought that was going to be. But still, let's take a quick look.
This is like Victory Bell bot. Do you think that's a good thing?
Slouched
It's
way
hot
the
like
fuck.
we're on the surface of a meteor in Africa.
I mean, that's where you find most meteors.
Yeah. Aquarius in the desert. I think. I actually don't know where the
sense.
Sahara is.
Actually, kind of like he's got like a big jug. He's pouring water.
you saying
out of.
Aquarius has got big jugs and it cannot lie?
He's just got one jug.
I'm going to shoot you into pieces. Should have said I'm going to shoot you into Pisces. But then, I wonder if I'll kill him in one. Wow. Fuck. All right. ...
That's it.
Shit, man. Okay, so Aquarius is
Yeah.
like this weird floaty. It actually has the same kind of body shape as like the core of a bunch of Mega Man Zero final bosses in a weird way.
Okay. Well, he
Like
also
a-
looks like Bubble Man, right?
Kind of, yeah. He actually does look a lot like
Trivia: his design and color is similar to Bubble Man.
If you rip off Blubble Man's,
Blubble
if you
Man.
ripped off Bubble Man's legs and gave him wings
And beat him
and a
silly
big
with
silly
them.
blue jar,
then
that'd be Aquarius.
Also, you know what? I don't like this guy because, like the trivia says, Aquarius is counterintuitively an air sign.
Right. I
And
always
fuck that.
I always assumed that Aquarius was a water sign,
You would think, but
and
no.
it's not. Not
Maybe
just
that's
with
why,
Mega Man,
maybe
but in
that's
real
why
life.
he is a bird.
Yeah, in real life, he is
Or a
a
squid.
it is an air sign.
Yeah.
Which is confusing as hell to me.
Yeah.
Greeks.
And Scorpios, despite being the fiery sign, is actually a water sign. Despite them being
I
known
would have
for
figured it'd be
chaos
Earth
and
sign,
passion.
but yeah.
Yeah. I don't
But
know.
regardless, this isn't us gauging the Aquarius
No,
zodiac.
maybe it should be, Rick.
but like
Yeah.
in our Rockman strategy fight with him, he went down in one hit like a total bitch.
Yeah, I mean, this is not a cool take on a robot inspired by what Aquarius could mean in a cool way.
Right.
This is like someone with a only cursory understanding of what Aquarius means and had to draw a robot in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pass. I don't even remember who he's fighting, and we're gonna pass.
He's up against Aircon Man.
Fucking
Lame
Aircon Man
Airman
just
with the
fucking
hand fans.
keeps getting through. He's gonna win somehow. I don't know. how,
I gotta go with Aircon Man.
Yeah,
it's
not
actually
going
an
with Aquarius.
engaging boss fight, even outside
Yep.
of how silly and endearing that design is. But
no, I'm good. Yep.
yeah,
No, I can't.
it's Aircon Man.
Aquarius is only slightly better than fucking Uncle Sam Girl Man.
Right. Off to round 2. Fuck. Okay, so this is round 2. This is our
This is where it gets
quarterfinals, I
actually
guess.
tough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is the Elite 8 of the Cold Division.
Although it's not that tough. I've already got some winners picked out. I think I'm feeling good. I think
so
I'm feeling
the first match we have is Tengu Man versus Chill Man. So Tengu Man is the big Cyrano de Bergerac flying dude.
That's a way to look at it. Yep.
He's got a big pointy nose, man.
Yep.
That's what I see first.
Did you know that in Japanese mythology, there's 2 types of Tengu? One that's more of like a crow, and one that's like a little red goblin with that kind of face.
It seems like
they kind of blended them into this boss.
It seems like a really convoluted, situation there. That's like a weird sort of pun.
There's like high Tengu and like
Low Tengu.
low Tengu. No medium Tengu,
No
though.
Tengu Espanol.
Get out of here. All right. I think if I had to pick here, I would go with Tengu Man because
What?
he's just more memorable. But Chill Man is one of my favorite of the ice guys, and I like him a lot. But Tengu Man's just way more memorable.
Yeah, I think, Chill Man probably... Chill Man, again, this is one where it's like, Chill Man does not deserve to go out in the round where we've got Aircon Man,
Yeah.
where we've got
Yeah.
Scorpio,
He just drew
and where we've got
an
Wind
unlucky
Man.
hand.
There's. I feel like round 2 is going to be a bit of a slaughter on all fronts.
Yeah. Chill Man's great. I mean, he is reminiscent of Crystal Man, though.
He's reminiscent of a lot of things.
so
He's
he'll
such
live
a
on.
simple design.
Yeah.
If
Which is
anything,
kind
I
of what I
would've
liked
loved-
about him.
If anything, I would have loved to seen Chill Man and Tornado Man together because the two of them are so similar in like what's good about both of them.
True.
In that case, I think Tornado Man would have just edged it
Yeah.
out, but
Chill Man's still just a bit bland.
yeah, I think in the end,
As much as I like him, it's weird.
Chill Man is great and simplistic and fun,
Yep.
but is a little too
and
simple.
classic. But Tengu Man is one of the only good things to come out of the later
Yeah,
classic
the
games.
later
the
classic,
middle later classic
the later
games.
original classic
right.
games.
What are we even?
The 90s.
What are words?
90s Mega Man.
Sure.
No, that's it. That's just it. 90s Mega Man.
7 and 8 is what we mean.
Yeah. the PlayStation era.
I guess 7, 8
or the
and base.
32-bit era.
7, 8
16-bit
and
era.
base.
Fuck me. It's Tengu Man is the answer. It's Tengu
Sonic
Man.
and Knuckles and base. Tengu Man. Bye.
God damn. All right, let's go to the next one.
This is actually pretty fucking easy, Rick.
It seems like we keep having these like really one-sided ones. So our next match is Airman versus Windman.
So Airman versus an Airman ripoff. Well, I don't know. Gee, what am I going to pick? Am I going to get Band-Aids or am I going to get CVS brand bandages?
it seems like Windman's number is finally up after fighting Fan.
You're totally
hilarious.
right. Yeah.
And then fighting Blizzard Man.
The only worst Mega Man 6 Robot Master. Yeah. So I think we
Now it's
unanimously
Airman.
choose Airman.
So just to give Windman the benefit of like acknowledgement, he does have some cool like vacuum-esque moves. If anything, if Windman was up against Hyperstorm H would probably win that one, but it would be a bit more of a they're similar enough that I think they could have had an argument for one or the other. Airman is a classic, so hard to beat, and such just an awesome just thing. And Windman is a pretty easily forgettable.
and I don't remember Windman's level at all. Airman's level is epic.
I bet Clouds were in it.
The music doesn't ring a bell. Airman's music is epic.
Yeah, it's
just like Airman's the
it's
whole
so
package.
one-sided. It's
And
probably
he's got that edge of absurdity. So what I think we're discovering here is
Yeah.
that we do want a little bit of
little of
breaking
that-
the mold.
yeah.
Chill Man was almost too much of a generic Robot Master.
in the end he was too generic. Yes.
So that little
Something's gotta
weirdness of
stand out.
Airman being a face that's a fan,
oh yeah,
or Tengu Man being a hideous abomination, like it's starting to work out that we don't want just a Robot Master.
Yeah.
We want a Robot Master and then some.
yeah. We want and like there's a lot of pieces that come. The iconicness of that Robot Master matters. The fight matters. Their weapon matters. How they fight. The look.
Yep.
It's all important.
Like I said,
And
I'm just kind of putting all of this into a blender and coming up with a hunch. And it just
Windman
seems to be
Windman is definitely kind of a lame a weird and lame
Yeah.
design.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll be honest. I don't like most of the Mega Man 6 designs. To be dead honest,
I think half are really good, and I think
Yeah.
half of them suck.
Yeah.
Like Plant Man, whatever.
yeah, Blizzard
Wind
Man is still
Man,
probably the worst,
meh.
but like
Blizzard
Plant
Man's garbage.
Plant Man's okay. I don't mind Plant Man.
But like Nightman and Centaur Man and Tomahawk Man are
Centaur
all
Man is
fucking
great.
metal.
Tomahawk
you know?
Man is great. Nightman is almost
He's fine.
He's okay, but like it's all right. We're gonna build a robot, and it's a suit of armor robot, and like, oh, you mean
Yeah.
just like a guy? Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, like you could. He's an Armos Knight. But regardless, this isn't about them. It's about Airman and Windman.
And now it's about Airman. Bye.
It's basically Airman. Yeah, it's Airman is still undefeated going through here. So that's it for Windman. Sorry, your schedule's done. Next. Well, this one's going to be pretty quick, too. Next up, we
yeah.
have Scorpio versus Hyperstorm H.
Scorpio, who only eked through.
All right, so
like-
Scorpio beat Cold Man, which is dull, boring.
Yep.
Then he beat Gemini,
The worst
Which is-
character ever.
probably the worst of the 12
Honestly, the worst on this list, at least.
of the constellation
If
droids.
not the whole
And now he's
thing.
up against Hyperstorm H, who beat Shade Man, who would have been okay against a
like
couple
Shade
other
Man
ones,
probably
but-
would have beat Windman.
Shade Man probably would beat Windman.
You know?
I'd say
It's like
yeah,
the
Shade Man would beat
matchups are
Windman.
actually deceiving. Okay.
But so Scorpio, who has probably the second best shot out of any of the constellation droids, is just gonna get slammed.
Hyperstorm
here.
H was pretty cool, and like the fact that he's like not well known actually kind of works for me. It's kind of neat.
It's kind of this weird sideways underdog kind of
Yeah.
thing. Like he's just kind of coming out from wherever and
Yeah.
doing this thing. And yeah, no, I think
So here's a question though: why
Yeah.
is Hyperstorm H a robot master, and let's say the Yellow Devil isn't?
oh boy, I think it comes down to their construction and like how at
But,
the
like,
end of the
you
day,
didn't decide that. Something.
yeah,
There's some objective
they've been classified
thing.
that way. Yellow Devil is not classified as a robot master.
Okay.
I think Yellow Devil would ultimately potentially be classified as a mechanoid.
Mechanical or like a Wily machine, right? They all have the
one
WM
of those, just
numbers.
a big like a robot master is generally a humanoid robot
Yeah.
that carries out a specific task. They're usually built for a thing. Even when Wily builds them, they are for a thing specifically.
Yep.
Um,
No, totally. And I understand that. But if you look at Hyperstorm H, you might just say, oh, he's a late game boss.
yeah,
He doesn't read as a robot master in the same way that Chillman does.
sure.
Fucking
But I mean-
Chillman is like
well,
our
I mean,
guinea pig. now.
Hyperstorm H though is very similar to Frostman in terms of like just a big, huge,
Yeah.
round dude
Yeah.
that comes out to fight. And again, those 2 health bars is a really cool like touch for that. Like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
just a neat.
Oh no,
thing.
I'm not shitting on Hyperstorm.
Oh, I
H.
know,
I'm
I
just
know.
trying to get where that line is.
I think it's all about comparable tech ultimately.
Yeah.
It's the same
Okay.
reason that CWUONP from Mega Man 1, the little bubble computer,
Cool.
isn't a robot master.
Okay,
Just because it's a machine in a
well,
bubble, you know.
That's what I'm saying. But like, that would be like on the spectrum. You have like Coolomp, you have Yellow Devil, you have Hyperstorm H, and you have Chillman. You know, it's
Yeah.
like. All right.
There's definitely some
I
degrees
was
of.
surprised that Hyperstorm H counted, I guess. But if
Yeah.
he does count, fuck yeah, he's metal. Scorpio sucks. Get out of
He
here,
was built in.
Scorpio.
I mean, he's even got a number. Apparently, he's got a designation of like WWN 00 something. I don't know the number off the top of my head, but
All right.
yeah, this one seems to be pretty straightforward.
Cut
It's
and dry.
got to be Hyperstorm H. Like Scorpio had a damn good run,
Considering, where he comes from. Yeah.
but is just not even a
And
question.
that
It's
run
gotta
is
be
over.
Hyperstorm. So on to the last one.
HSH. Double H.
All right, and for the last entry in the quarterfinals,
Mm-hmm.
we have Tornado Man versus Aircon Man.
Yeah, I think
man.
there's a clear winner here.
It bums me out because Aircon Man is definitely
Yeah.
one of my like nice underdog kind of like.
Yeah.
he's got no business
He's
being.
cute.
He's got no business
Yeah.
being in the like Elite 8
No.
of this turn of the fire division of the cold division.
Yeah.
But like,
But I see
you
your
kind of
point.
root for him. You're
Yeah.
like, oh, you're so damn goofy. Like you're just a knockoff Airman, even more than Windman is.
Yeah.
And you just kind of want him to keep going. But then here we go up against Tornado Man, who is probably the most refined,
Yeah.
classic
Knockoff
style.
Windman, yeah.
Not even knockoff. He's not a knockoff. He's
No, he's his
essentially
own thing, yeah.
He's probably the most well refined classic NES style Wind Robot Master.
Yeah, I
all
think
of
they
them
did a
are
great job
more
with him.
convoluted or more involved. But this is a guy who's like, all right, I
Yeah.
got the little wing helmet, but otherwise he rides in a tornado and makes tornadoes. Like
Right.
it's straightforward, fun boss.
Yeah, I know. I like Tornado Man. I like that he's a throw forward to Harpuya. Aircon Man is cute. He's just not gonna keep going.
Yeah,
we just have to be real.
There's just no world in which Aircon Man beats out Tornado Man. He did good. Probably my favorite of the losers of this round.
Yep.
Narrowly beating out Chill Man. Chill Man is also one that I like. I hold in my heart well, but
he's solid.
Aircon Man is just so doofy that you would never expect him to survive anywhere in here.
But that too, that's useful for context. Like I would put Chill Man above Aircon Man.
I would probably, if the two of them were up against each other, I would probably put Chill Man against Aircon Man. But I like Aircon Man better.
Yep.
Like personally, I just feel better.
He's like a cuter character for you. Yeah.
But totally. I guess that means then that Tornado Man is our last one that moves forward, which means we're going on to the semifinals. All right, guys. So anybody out there who's into sports, every now and then you'll get yourself in a situation where, say, for football, you'll go, oh, Super Bowl is going to be over here, but the real Super Bowl is the NFC game,
okay,
or the real Super Bowl is the Western Conference Finals.
Yes.
All of this because, frankly, I think this is the real
sports,
the real Super Bowl of the Cold Division. Because for the semifinals, our first match is Tengu Man versus Airman.
And I know who has to win, but it's tough.
This one is this one feels really tough for me. Like, all right.
I don't know if it's nostalgia goggles or what.
Let's break them down separately, and then we'll bring them together. Because I feel like if we just come at it, the emotions are going to be too strong here. So
your emotions are going to be too strong.
That's right. Tengu Man, sharp style, one of the most easily recognizable Robot Masters in the classic series. Really good color scheme.
Yeah.
The battle is memorable. Even in Mega Man and Base, where he sucks and is stupid and everything sucks and stupid, he's still at least a thing.
He has a bit of personality.
He does. Yep. He's got kind of like a snobby sort of a little bit of ego. He strikes me as like if he is like the swordsman
arrogant Japanese trope.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, he's arrogant. That's a good way of putting it. His weapon does kind of bleh. His weapon in both games is boring. Mm-hmm. When in Mega Man 8, you literally just throw it down like it's a fucking ghost trap for Ghostbusters, and you just hope that you throw down his blade and a little goes above it, but it's not on you; it's in front of you, which is kind of weird. And it's like, okay,
yeah. And
then in Mega Man Base, you just huck it in front of you, and it just like bounces off of stuff, which can be cool, but it's hard to aim.
Yeah. Well, that whole game is hard to aim.
Yeah. On the flip side, now we got Airman, who likewise very iconic. Tengu. Frankly, the problem is that Tengu Man is probably the most iconic. What is one of the most iconic post NES classic Robot Masters, and Airman is easily one of the most iconic NES Robot Masters.
Well, you just solved it because the ones that matter more are the NES.
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to like.
To me, it's in my heart.
Airman's theme is in my head.
Of course,
I have no idea what Tengu Man's theme is.
Tengu Man.
You're right. The air shooter when Airman uses it is badass.
Yep.
So badass.
And it still feels pretty powerful when you use it too.
Yeah, when you use it, it's still a really strong attack, and it goes in front of you and up. It's one of the few attacks that is easy to aim at things coming at you from the sky.
True.
And Airman's level is really like
it's a great level.
Remember like whole chunks of that with the red horn dude face things and the clouds that you can fall through and
the
some
lightning
spots
bolt guy.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, but that's an unfair advantage that we're giving it because we both know Mega Man 2 by heart and grew up on it.
Well, that's the hardest part of this, honestly, is like trying to weigh this in a way where it's like, all right, are we just letting nostalgia?
But if I was going to have a beer with a Robot Master, I'd have a beer with fucking Airman.
Could you, though? Because he'd just woo and like suck it through him and the beer gets sprayed out behind him like he's having rocket ships.
Try.
Tengu Man would like take your one. You remember the champagne bottle from D-Pad's Giving that in a messenger? He would just take his Tengu blade and go and like
be pretty cool.
He would saber the bottle right there.
Yeah,
be great.
Kill us all in the process.
Probably.
That is tough,
man.
But I don't.
My heart's saying Airman.
Yeah, pretty strongly too. Like
I don't know if it's being blind to it though.
Tengu Man is cool.
Tengu Man is very cool,
but
someone's got to lose. That's the problem. Someone does have to lose.
That's the point of this.
Not just someone.
You did this.
Everyone has to lose except for one. So like
you did this.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's definitely Airman, and we're gonna have worse fights than this. We gotta go with our
definitely
gut.
gonna have worse fights than
Our
Here's the
collective
thing,
one
no,
gut.
No, see, this isn't even a fight. We both agree. This is one of those ones where I feel like there's a good chance that we're gonna get some real angry comments going like, you guys are just old fucking bastards
who are stuck
Oh, look.
Mega Man 2.
Two guys born in the 80s sticking with their 80s robots. Surprise, surprise.
But Tengu Man, like Airman,
But you're
is
not wrong.
a series staple. He's probably one of the
Yeah.
top 20 characters you'll name if you start
Well,
naming Mega Man characters. But
you know
Tengu
what,
Man
though?
less so.
Let's think about it this way, too. While it's not valid to consider the counterparts that these robot masters have in other media,
Yeah.
or other mediums, I guess, depending on which one, whatever. The fact that Airman in the Ruby Spears cartoon is basically just Airman with angry eyes.
Yep.
Airman in the Battle Network series is just Airman, like
Yep.
almost unchanged. Airman in Fully Charged is wildly different. Though I
right.
heard that he might have originally been Fan Man or something, so it may not have even, it might have gotten renamed after the fact. But still, two of those three are literally just Airman.
Right.
Tengu Man does, I believe, appear in Battle Network and is actually more or less unchanged there as well. Is just kind of more mechanized and things.
That's what I was looking up, actually.
Yeah.
I'm not just like dicking around. He looks pretty fucking metal, actually.
He looks
in
pretty
EXE.
good there. It's
But you said we can't count
I know.
EXE.
And I realized as I was saying it too, is like I'm saying this about Airman, and Tengu Man applies exactly the same.
Tengu Man does give the thumbs down in his official character
Ooh.
art, which is pretty badass.
It's
But this is more of a eulogy for Tengu Man because we're choosing Airman. Sorry, younger people on the internet. Damn it. As I was saying, sorry, younger people on the internet, but it's Airman.
yeah, I think it's gonna be Airman.
Because here's the thing, like, think of the people we're going to be fighting against later, right? Like like Guts Man. Tengu Man, not a fucking chance against Guts
Yeah,
Man.
I guess that's true.
Airman, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to think in the bigger picture.
Yeah, I guess that's probably true. I'm starting to get worried seeing how this has gone that we're gonna see who's around and who's dying, and it's all gonna start skewing backwards in time as we go.
I
but
honestly think it should. Because the games were better back then.
maybe.
Mega Man 7, we hate. Mega Man 8, we hate. Mega Man and Base, we hate. Like,
Yeah, no, that's true. The
9 was
the
great.
16-bit
10
era
was like, all right.
The 16-bit era of these games was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like very few people go, "Oh man, Mega Man and Base, my favorite."
No.
Especially not the Game Boy Advance version.
Yeah.
It's
think
probably got to
we're-
be Airman then. Yeah.
I think it's just going to happen a little bit. We have to own it. And remember, this is Rick and John's Robot
Yeah,
Rumble.
these are our
you know?
opinions.
We can have
Obviously,
comments and write-ins and all that stuff. We'll talk about it after, but
But yeah, I think it's gonna be Airman for this one. All right, and on to the other one. This one is harder for a totally different reason because
Yep.
we have Hyperstorm H
Yep.
versus Tornado Man.
I just still feel weird about counting Hyperstorm H.
I know.
Because he's not classic in any way. He's an obscure mini-boss from the Wily Wars. Which is a cool game in that it's cool that it exists.
Yeah.
I wouldn't use it as my go-to version for any of those games.
No, oh god, no.
But it
It's-
wasn't bad. It's just weird that he's just been added for a bonus stage in a compilation game
Yeah.
and still gets to count as a Robot Master, which
So
is fine.
So let's think about it for a second.
What's his Wily number?
His Wily number is like WW2 or something. Like they were given their own little series because there were three of them. There was
okay.
Buster Rod G, Hyperstorm H.
Is one of those a monkey?
And yes.
Yeah.
Buster Rod G is the monkey.
Yeah, okay.
And there was also Mega Water S
Sure.
for the last one.
Yeah.
I don't know what the letter ones are meant to be, but yeah. So we got Hyperstorm H, the big pig-faced round guy who can suck or blow and try to push you into spike walls. When he
likes it rough.
when he like stomps around and jumps and stuff, it makes Mets fall from the ceiling.
There's conveyor belt action in the room.
I don't recall whether you actually get a weapon from him though. Let me check that.
That
real quick.
should be a qualifier for I guess not since like Proto Man and stuff, but
Hyperstorm H, you do not get a weapon from him for beating him. You don't get one for any of the three dudes.
It says right here he is a Robot Master.
Yep. WWN 3. Okay.
Sure.
In fact, he even shows up. That's part of it too, is probably because he shows up in Mega Man and Base in the little like you get data
okay.
on them and stuff.
Cool.
But so, oh man,
I don't think he's gonna beat Tornado Man. Tornado Man's like the best thing that's come out of
Tornado Man is honestly just a really refined robot master. Like he just hits all the beats. In
it's
a lot
fun
of ways,
boss. It's unique. It's a pretty good attack. He's based on Harpuya, which I like.
Yeah. Cut from the same cloth as Airman too, but not in a blatant knockoffy kind of way.
Right. It's a nod to Airman, not a rip off of Airman.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think everyone in the internet's going to be talking about how we have a huge boner for Airman and all of the things he sired.
Yeah.
But I just don't think Hyperstorm H has staying power.
Yeah, I mean, I think Hyperstorm H definitely deserved to get to the semifinals.
He's cool. He's really cool.
Neat.
And we went back and we
different
watched
take.
that fight, and I liked it. I was like, oh, that's
it was a
cool.
I would love to see Hyperstorm H come back in another one. Like in Mega Man 10, you get to fight Punk, Anchor, and Ballad in various special stages. I would love to see these three guys from Wily Wars come back for something like that.
You know what's an interesting question, though, and I know
that?
it's sort of spoilers, but Hyperstorm H, are we talking about what would happen if these two Robot Masters got in a room and
Not
fought?
necessarily, no.
Because
some of those are... That'd be
that
like
would
saying...
just be really tough.
Because that'd be like saying, all right, so you've got Guts Man and Cut Man, and it's like, well, Guts Man beats Cut Man. That's
So
it.
that's
That's
it,
his ability.
right. Yeah.
So yeah, we can't really go off of that. I
But,
mean, it's something
like,
to think about, but it certainly can't just decide
Even
it.
in a broader sense, like, Hyperstorm H, I guess, wouldn't beat Airman either. Doesn't matter. You see where this is going, folks.
I think ultimately Tornado Man probably beats Hyperstorm H just by virtue of, while Hyperstorm H does have some cool stuff, the boss fight could use a little bit of tweaking.
His initials are Hush.
Yes, that's true. That's a big minus for him, unfortunately. But yeah, no, I think Hyperstorm H, it would be awesome to see him come back for something.
Yep. I was delighted to rediscover him tonight.
Yeah. I think, unfortunately, though, Tornado Man is just... There, I have a hard time finding negatives about Tornado Man.
Yeah. He's just a solid all-around guy.
Yeah.
He lent me money once.
Yeah. So that's it for the semifinals, which means that Tornado Man is moving on. So that means that our finals match for the Cold Division is Airman versus Tornado Man. Mega Man 2, Mega Man 9.
Yeah.
And
it's pretty wild, huh?
We're actually not going to decide between them in this episode. We're actually going to be holding off.
All right. I mean, yeah.
We're going to be holding off on this one because we're going to be doing each of our 8 divisions and saving the finals match for each of those for the big finale, where we're going to take all these 8 divisions and bring them back together to determine who is the best out of those 16 Robot Masters that we're left with.
Yep.
So
I have noticed
Tornado Man.
Airman and Tornado Man. I have noticed that none of the cold Robot Masters made it to the end of the cold division.
None of the ice dudes even made it into the semifinals.
No.
Like we got Chill Man, Scorpio. Scorpio. I think was a. I forget if Scorpio was wind or water.
Who knows if that even counts? But like the classics, like Iceman.
Wow, Chill Man
Freeze
actually
Man,
made it. Better than Chill Man essentially was the top ice performer of the whole thing,
and he did great,
which was fine. We actually commented a lot on how Chill Man was generally a pretty positive dude.
Aircon Man kind of sits nicely in the middle, actually.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
But yeah, it's just some of those designs are kind of weak. Even Iceman was always my least favorite in Mega Man 1. Cold Man sucks. Freeze Man's fine, but he's from Mega Man 7. They're all just fine.
A couple of these guys got kind of screwed. Like you've got Gyro Man could have certainly gone further.
Oh yeah,
if it wasn't up against Airman. Looking down, Frost Man, if it wasn't up against Tornado Man, would have definitely gone further. Shade Man could have gone further.
I guess so, yeah. But that's the nature of the beast.
Yeah, Freeze Man could have gone further if it wasn't up against Tornado Man. Like, there's a lot of decent upsets by virtue of the seeding, and it's all random. So like,
Rick worked hard to make it random. In fact,
yes. So that means
that's where we're at here. We'll see the final winner when we get all the way to the end.
Yep. So next time we're coming back for a new division. It's gonna be randomly decided for that. We have no idea what it's gonna be, and we'll see how that goes. And if you want if you want to keep checking this out, feel free to subscribe, and also tell us what you think would be. How do you feel that this bracket should have gone down? Who do you disagree with?
Did we miss something critical? Did we remember something wrong? Like, let us know, and we'll take that into consideration.
Who are your top two? Top two in the comments. Who are your top 2 Cold Division competitors that you would have liked to see make it to the final bracket?
And before you're like, why are the win guys in the Cold Division? It just made the most sense. Try and do an analysis of the Robot Masters. He literally did.
I had
a spreadsheet.
Big ass list. We had something like I think 13 wind guys and 7 ice guys or something like that, and a couple like kind of in between or something like that. I forget, but
Whereas there's like 20 fire guys, right?
fire actually has 16.
Okay.
16 even, and one of them, I forget if Swordman is in the fire division or in the blade division.
Okay.
Because he's got a sword, all of his moves are fire based.
Weird.
So, but regardless,
Anywho.
we're gonna come back next time. We're gonna do. See ya.
You heard it here first.